Outer Orange.
Privyetsia, and welcome back to my channel. And hey, look at that, I have 369 subscribers. I'm doing the eyebrow thing. Leave me alone. But anyway, that's not what we're here to do today, guys. We're here to do something else. We are here to do something else. I'm switching over here. You see this? I got my Jewel Knights deck. You want to know why? Because I'm going to showcase to you guys Jewel Knights. And actually, I have a couple things that I want to talk about today. So number one is the Jewel Knights deck. Number two is where I got it from. And number three, packs. We'll get into that in here just 1 second. So first, I want to talk to you guys about my lovely Jewel Knights deck here. And I will tell you guys where I got this from. So I want to talk to you guys about pretty much where I got this. Pretty much it's this website here. Let's make it over to English. We could talk about Jewel Knights here. Where is it? Found the deck I was looking for. So this is the Gamebox website. You can change it over to English, and here they have a Jewel Knights deck, and I will stand by this, that this right here is absolute perfection. It is just absolutely beautiful. I have been playing Vanguard 0 since day one, and I've been trying out a lot of decks, including meta decks like Kagero and Liberator, and what else is OTT, what else is meta? I get Bermuda Triangle doesn't really count as full-on meta. It's a fun deck, but I wouldn't really count it as meta. Gold Paladins, whatever you want to name it. But out of every deck I played, I have never felt this disgusting feeling of dirt, like just straight up soiled in the underneath your nails. It's disgusting, and that's how I feel about this deck, because this deck is actually really freaking good. The fact that this is still in some kind of tier over in Japan just says a lot about how good this deck is. So mine is a little bit different. It's almost the same. The only difference is the triggers, because I do like a rush kind of attempt. I want to go over what makes this deck good. And so the main focus here is ignoring your limit break ride. So you see that so you know that we have in this, I guess let me just talk about the deck. So in the deck we have our self damagers, which is the main focus, Jewel Knights, Blaster Blades, Gancelot, and your Salome, and your grade 3 other grade 3 pretty much cards that are just kind of in there as Jewel Knights, because they're not actually there as to serve their purpose, as they're more there to be Jewel Knights. So let's talk about it. So our main card is this card right here. It says when this unit attacks, if you have 4 or more Jewel Knight rear guards, it gets 2k and a crit until the end of the battle. And then you can also counterblast 2 to call a grade 1 or less Jewel Knight from deck. So what is it about this card that just makes this whole deck revolve around it so well and just so nicely? It's the filtering it does. That's like probably the minor thing. I'm going to talk about the minor stuff first. So it filters out, you counterblast 2, you call a grade 1, you filter it out, and you get just more chances of winning triggers. And Vanguard 0 is so focused on triggers. We have like 40 cards, and you want to hit your triggers as much as possible. This enables you to hit your triggers pretty easily, but the main focus here is the +2 with the crit +1. So why is this good? Well, if you have Jewel Knights, you will always crit every single turn that you have this, as long as you're at limit break 4. But, oh, Outer Orange, but you have to get to 4 damage. Well, that's where the beauty of this card comes, because you can literally skip this card completely. You can say, screw Ashley, have this out on the board, you can be at 2 damage. You can be at 2 damage, have this on the board. You ride your Solemn. Okay, listen to me here. Ride your Solemn, counterblast 1 to get this out, right? Then you get a self-damager to activate this card, and if you have a self-damager in hand, or if you have the counterblast 2 to get the other one out, you can counterblast 2 and pretty much put yourself to 4 damage. Ideally, you want to be at 3 to do this, but you can do it at 2 if you have a self-damager in hand. And that is just really powerful, because on your grade 3 turn, not only are you filtering out your deck to get those grade 1s out of there, so you have more chances of hitting triggers, but you are also attacking your opponent for 2 critical. It is just crazily how good this is. And then we're just talking about the Solemn part about this. We haven't even gotten to the Gancelot part, because there's also the Gancelot part. So Gancelot over here, our boy, as you guys may know from MOB, he pretty much does this thing where you return this card to your deck, you get a Blaster Blade. And what's so nice about this is that if you place him as a heal, you're returning a heal back to deck to get a grade 2. Now, why is that good? Because you're literally getting an intercept back to your hand. On top of the fact that you're getting intercept back to your hand, you're getting a really good intercept back to your hand, intercept that can retire stuff, and you're putting heals back on in your hand. Now, why is all of that relevant? Well, because you are constantly self-damaging yourself to get yourself to 4 damage. Your opponent usually has less damage than you. So the whole point of this, and keep in mind, none of this always happens like spot on, but it's pretty consistent to where it stays pretty well. That's why the people run 9 draw to get their pieces, so that way they can do this every single time. But the main focus here is that you place your self-damagers down, you put your Gancelots back in your deck, you have a ton of grade 2s, all your grade 1s are out, you swing with 2 crit, and guess what? Your opponent doesn't heal, you have your defenses, you have, your heals are back in deck, so you're probably going to heal, which enables more counterblast, and guess what? You just won the game. Like, that's just how good and consistent this is. I'd say the only time this deck bricks is in, like, the main condition of now having the Solemn. I guess Solemn, it's like Solomi, whatever. It's not having this card in your hand. If you don't have this card in your hand, or you don't get to it in time, that's it. That's kind of game over, because literally the entire structure is that card. That's why people run the 9 draw, to guarantee they get it. Because without that card, this deck does fall apart. It's not bad, but it's not as good. Staying on this won't win you the game. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So, and lastly, I guess I should probably talk about Julia. Julia is not bad, but as you can see, she's more of a filler card in this deck. This deck doesn't focus on Julia. Sometimes, on a rare occasion, Julia does work, but keep in mind, when this unit has to attack a Vanguard. This is a very similar skill to Pacifica. You have to attack the Vanguard in order to enable the skill, on top of the fact that it's 2 CB, and you have to rely on a critical, which is a chance thing. You're relying on chance that you're going to get the critical. You can call 1 card out, or if you land criticals, you can land multiple card outs. And that's actually why I do run the 4 crit 5 draw engine. I run it for the Julia. I run it because I want to kill my opponent faster. There are some times where I'll face like Kagero stuff, and they will just kind of stay on their they'll just kind of like wait for the perfect moment to go in. Well, with all these random crits, they have a harder time kind of being able to know when to go in and tempo it out. I kind of like it this way. I have yet to change it, and I've gone from Legend 0 to Legend 12 with this deck alone. I think this deck is really, really, really well done. I thank you to Gamebox for having this deck out like that, because I do think that this is definitely the strongest version of Jewel Knights. Because keep in mind, I actually did play Jewel Knights with just Jewel Knight, no Gancelots. I just went straight Julias, all this stuff. I had 4 Ashleys. I didn't focus on Salome, and the deck kind of fell apart. It felt way more kind of lackluster, but this is beautiful. We're gonna go to some games. Keep in mind, this is still Vanguard 0. I'm hyping up the deck, but Vanguard 0 is still Vanguard 0. You can still lose, I feel like the deck where it's win con is more consistent than like other decks are. Just personal opinion. It's just based off of what I've seen in the last like 13 days that I've played. I have seen that this deck does a lot of work. Let's go on in, and I also have a bonus today. So while we are going in between games or in our downtime, we're going to be opening some packs today. And in case you're wondering what kind of packs these are, these right here are Liberator and Blonde Ezel packs, not Ezel, the Platana Ezel packs. And then we also have, might be as not as known to you, to the Vanguard 0 community, but this is the Gurgit pack. As you can see, there's a Gurgit in the back, which is also a Gold Paladins unit. We'll probably eventually see Gurgit in the Legion era, I think. I'm not too sure exactly when we'll see him, but we will see him eventually in 0, and he's the special boy. This pack actually has a lot of good cards in it that are costed a lot of money. These are just straight for fun, because, you know, everybody knows the Liberators now. Everybody knows what Gold Paladins looks like. I thought it'd just be really fun to open while we're in our downtime, as we go in. So let's go on in, let's play some games, let's wreck some people, and let's see if I can show you guys just how great this deck really is. So let's go. So we have Murakumo. Should be an interesting match. I did bring my Pacifica with me to help guide me in my journey. We're gonna mulligan one of those out and just kind of hope that we get a grade 3. It's not a grade 3, but we'll see. Like I said, whipping your Solemn is the one thing that will get you to lose the game. Or it will definitely lower your like tier of awesomeness. Like, you'll be doing really well, and then you don't get your Solemn and you're having a rough time. I forgot to mention, I run a different starter. A lot of people run the other Jewel Knight starter, the 8K. I actually prefer this one because it makes your Julia turn just really, really good. If you go Julia, you can, you know, suck that in and give 3k to your back row units. So that way, when you restand, essentially, when you have your 4th or 5th attack going, you can pretty much utilize that's got card and give your boosters powers. That way they even hit over healing defenses. That's the main reason. Speaking of Julia, there she is. So we're gonna go ahead. You always want to ride the stuff that isn't your self-damagers. So usually like this card is completely useless until you have 4 cards, if 4 Jewel Knights cards on your board. So I always like to ride that. That's my prioritizing card. And then we are gonna go ahead and get rid of this to get the grade 2. I usually do it like on the next turn, but I thought I'd do it a little bit earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and battle, see what we get. Get a grade 2. We really need that soul up. I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but we're gonna have to hope and dream and hope that we do get it, because otherwise we're gonna have a really rough game. And I usually have rough games every time I record. Like I'll go up 3 ranks in one day, and it's great, and I won every game. And then the minute I hit record, suddenly I'm losing. So we'll see how it goes. More Stealth Dragon Boys, and they can't do their crazy rush multi-attacking thing, which is fine. We don't really care. I don't really mind if he rushes me, because I'm just gonna Blaster Blade him anyway, so. Because Blaster Blade is really fun in this deck. It's just really fun to just be annoying. There is one. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good to see that over there. Hopefully we can use the Counter Blast and get it back into deck. But we'll see. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and place our Blaster Blade. We're going to say screw that. Bye-bye to that card. And then we're just going to put down her and our cheetah. Well, oh no, I guess we gotta put down this. We're not gonna put down our cheetah. I'm tempted. I'm scared to put a self-damager down because we need it, but it would be nice to just be able to push him. But we'll just do it like that. We'll just keep it like that. Because we might have to ride Julia here, and if that's the case, we actually want to be at 4, or we want to get as close to 4 as possible, so that way we can start calling stuff out on top. So, well, we'll just have more. We'll be at 4 damage, so I can actually use her skill. If it comes down to if we have to use it, it's better to have her at 4 than to not have anything and have a very, very vanilla turn. So we'll see. While he's thinking, it's pack opening time. We already know what this clan does. So he's just gonna call a bunch of stuff out and swing at us. Here we are, opening our first pack. So we have, we're starting out with Kagero. Then we got an Arcani card right here. Oh, look at that! It's Jewel Knights! Guys. Oh, I healed. Guys! I didn't know Jewel Knights was in here! Look at that! It's the same card! Okay, sorry, I'm okay. We got a draw trigger. Got a Royal Paladin, another draw. Oh wait, that's the same. Gold Paladin's Liberator card right there. Never before seen. I haven't seen this card yet either. That's pretty much it. What happened? Are we at 4? We're at 4. That was such a nice pack. I didn't know Jewel Knights was in this. I actually had no idea. Try to think if we'll be fine if we ride Ashley, or if we should just go for Julia straight up and just go for a slaughter fest. The thing is that we can ride Julia next turn and then we'll be okay, but the problem is right now is we actually don't have any way of healing. We don't have PGs. We're kind of dead next turn if we don't do something. So I might just have to ride Ashley and then ride Julia next turn. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's go. Because we can use, I think it's better if we use Blaster Blade's way of just getting rid of his board. So he has to just use it more. And that might be just, oh wait, we won't be able to do that if we do this. Oh well, we'll just call some cards. We'll call some. I can't believe we opened up a self-damager. That's so cute. It's the same self-damager that we have in our hand. That's so adorable. Sorry, I'm okay. I'm not okay, but I'm okay. Gonna put this there. We are at our full. We should be okay. We really need to heal, to be honest, because he's probably gonna just do stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. We could just attack with Van. If we push him to 4, we're gonna be in trouble. Okay, well now he's at defense stuff, so we'll just swing with Van here. We need a defense of some kind to actually have that hit. It does hit, and it's a heal. Not bad, not bad. We got a heal. The other thing is I'm really scared for his restand, and that's gonna be like the 4th attack that he's gonna pull on us here now that we gave him 4 damage. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We do need to heal. Actually, I think we should be fine, but we'll see, because he's gonna attack our rears, attack Van again, and we are at 3, so we should be okay. Did we just put a heal back in deck? Pog. We put the heal back in deck. Massive Pog. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Like, I care more about this than I care about the Jewel Knights, but that's just so cool. That's so cool. These cards are they are so old. Like, if you look at these, they're the arts, like the coloring is so off. Like, it's just ancient. It's outdated as heck. I love it though. Okay, so he's gonna attack us. Alright, we're gonna focus on him and then we'll open up another pack later. So my guess is, if I remember correctly, When this unit attacks, count +1. Persona. Oh, he has the Persona Blast for it. I forgot there's a Persona Blast, but don't they like get them anyway? I don't know. There's like some ways they like get things back to hand, so you should be able. But he swung with everything, so actually I think we're fine. Somebody gets to go Julia. Oh my god, we get to go Julia. That's actually really good because we'll be able to call any Jewel Knight out to the board, or we can call a grade 2 to kind of keep ourselves safe, which is exactly what we need. So here we go, Julia it up. Julia is the only way you can actually get the guaranteed crit with Ashley. But other than that, if you miss the Ashley ride or go straight for Soul, you kind of have to work with what you got. Let me see what we have on the board. We have 6Ks. So we'll put this out. This is 7K. Then we'll swap them and we'll call grade 2s over them. Oh yeah, she becomes a 10K. Interesting. Depending how I want to do this. So probably gonna do something like this. No, don't invoke. I was about to invoke that actually. That would have been bad. So we're gonna activate the actually before I activate the skill, let me think. Make sure that we are good to go here before I start doing anything crazy. And we're gonna activate the skill. Make our back rows become 9K. Sure. Okay, cool. So we're gonna battle. Yeah, so we're gonna battle this way. We're gonna battle once to Van. Oh dang, we actually have to battle the rear. We're gonna battle the rear. And then we're gonna battle once to Van. And then we're gonna call 2 or potentially 3 cards over, depending if we land our crit or not. We should land our crit. Okay, with the way our stuff is, we should be able to land the crit. Yep, there it is. There's the crit. So we'll be calling 3 cards out, which is good. Of course he PGs it. But it's okay. We're gonna call out, we're gonna big brain this. We're gonna big brain this. So we're gonna call out this, and probably this. Do we need a self-damager? We do need a self-damager. We're really gonna big brain this. Okay, so listen to me. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do that. Now, everything hits again. So this is good. This is good for us. And we got self-damager, which is even nicer because now he can't heal. So we're going to go ahead and just swing that way. Don't land at defense. Oh, perfect. And now we're going to get rid of yet another PG if he has it. He does have an RPG. Dang, that sucks. I wish he didn't have an RPG. But you know, it's okay. I really don't know if we're going to survive this. We kind of need a heal. Luckily, we have 3 heals. And if he has his way to do this stuff, we're kind of in trouble here. But at least we were able to actually have a turn. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. If he Personas Blast, we're kind of in trouble. We'll need a defense or something to save us, but I think even a defense won't save us here. But we'll see. We'll see. Yep. One goes back to hand, so he is gonna Persona Blast. But is that the end of battle that he does it? Oh, he's gonna do it again. Oh, he's just giving himself power. At the end of turn. Okay, at the end of turn. Okay, so yeah, so he's going for the full push here. He's going to have, even defenses won't matter at this point, so we are going to have to really, really hope that we... Oh, he has the boost with the other side. Good, that's good for us, but he's still going to have that 4th attack. So we'll see, we'll see. Does he run crits or anything spooky? It's just straight draws. Yeah, there's his Persona Blast. He's going to put it over there on the right. If we land a defense, we're still not... Actually, if we land a defense, we'll be fine. As long as he doesn't land anything ridiculous. Defense, 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 defense. Yes! Defense! So that doesn't hit anymore. We're good. We're okay. Ooh, that kind of scared me. I was like, wait a sec. The only thing that sucks now is actually we don't have any way to really attack or do anything, which really sucks. I'm assuming he has 1 PG in hand. We know the other 2 are the Margatsu Storms. So we're gonna have to really bank on, like, something. That wasn't what I wanted, to be honest, but we're gonna have to just move this up. Do that. We're just gonna have to really hope that we get something. That or he doesn't have a PG. 1 of 2. We really need a trigger, though. We need a trigger, like, super bad. We have quite a lot, actually. We have 3, 5, 6. A pretty solid chance. We have a high chance, actually. So hopefully. Nope. Trigger. That's what we needed. And he doesn't heal, hopefully? I don't know. He doesn't heal, and we won the game. Look at that. We won it. We didn't even need soul. So we literally did not even use our main thing. We didn't use our main, like, concept of the deck to win. I just talked about how it's really hard to win without it, and yet we won anyway. And you know what that calls for? That calls for another pack opening. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, we can just go on in. Okay, so we have a Genesis Lamb. We have a Kagero. Hey, speaking of Kagero. I have Neo Nectar. Crit Trigger. Naru Kami. Don't know what half these cards do, but that's what we got. We have another kind of iffy hand. What is going on? We'll do that back. Keep the rest. Dang. Okay, well, that's not as bad. And this pack opening was a little bit more disappointing. I'm not gonna. Let's see what our next game is like. This is Kagero, and I made the mistake of doing a Julia turn where I called out grade 2s. I should have just called out grade 1s, but I actually haven't faced I think this is a Doti deck. I've seen a lot of mixed decks. I have yet to see like a pure Doti deck, aside from myself. I've been playing pure, but a lot of people have just been mixing the Zeal Dragons around, and this actually looks like it's going to be the pure deck. And there's just so long, yeah, we can have a game. So we'll see. Let's see how it goes. We're just going to do our usual, just going to call this out. We're going to attack Van, and we're just going to keep going. Well, let's go. Okay, so this definitely looks like it's the super Oonga Boonga stuff. And the only thing that sucks about that is we actually don't have any PGs. Or we didn't see a single PG last game either, keep in mind. We saw them in the deck, but we didn't actually use any of them. Which is just another thing to showcase that we were able to survive even without PGs. He doesn't want to call anything out. I just realized he missed his like main ride, the guy that he just countercharged, striking. So which is good for us. That means he's not going to be critting us next turn, so give us some time to recuperate. Okay, so we have that. I'm probably just going to go ahead and ride the Blaster Blade here. Put this in the back. Activate the skill to get our Getzlot back in deck. I'm tempted to put another grade 2 down just to kind of stay a little bit safe and like I guess get him to think of what he wants to do. And more so, I want to put my self damager down. What I guess I was getting at. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put my self damager down here. Oh look, it was Gancelot. And we're just gonna battle. I think this is good. We'll just battle and see where it takes us. Cause like we're at 2 damage right now. We can see if we can get him to push us to higher. But we'll see. And while he thinks it's time to open up another pack. So riding his D. Ooh, we got a Doggo Liberator. I had a feeling he was going to retire that. Whatever this is, actually a really cool looking card. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a Murakumo card, but it looks really cool. Yeah, another Murakumo card. I don't know what half these cards do. I'm just talking about them. We got this, a stand trigger, and we got another Kagero card. More stuff that we'll probably be seeing in the future. It's crazy, the first pack we opened, we actually saw some relative cards, and then this one we opened, it's like, wow, I have no idea what half these cards do. But they're still just really nice to look at and observe. So he did put us to 3, which actually sucks. I wish I didn't put that self-damager down if that was the case. Self-damager? That is not self-damager. Dang, we're gonna ride, and we're not even gonna do anything. Oh, we could just ride Ashley. We're fine. We're okay. Normally, if we had a self-damager in our hand, we could have just went for the play, but since he retired our thingamabob, we couldn't go for that play. It would have worked if he not retired, but you know, it's part of the game. Sometimes things happen. And you just gotta accept that sometimes things... We're gonna go ahead and put this down, retire his poo-poo thing over there. Goodbye, poo-poo berserk dragon. I don't want to see you. Goodbye. Till next time, poo-poo dragon. I kind of want to push him a little bit here, because he... Actually, maybe we won't push him too far. Yeah, pushing him might be bad. Pushing might be bad because then he's going to do a lot of stuff and we don't have that much protection to really handle all of it. I don't think he runs self-damagers from what I've seen so far, so I think we're just going to attack him straight with Van and probably not attack with... He only has 2 counterblasts though, so I guess... How much can you do with 2 counterblasts, right? Oh, as long as he doesn't heal. Okay, we're good. I'll keep him at 2 counterblasts. He is going to probably restand or something, but he might actually skip the restand because 2 counterblasts is not going to be able to get him too far. He'll be able to do 2 restands, which will be perfectly fine in handling. So if he wants to ride and do his thing, he can. We'll be okay. If he puts us to 5, we're going to have a lot of counterblasts to do stuff with anyway, so I think this is good for us. He does have a ride of some kind. We just don't know what it is, but he does have something. It's either another DDD or it's You know what he actually... Oh, he missed us. He skipped his ride. So he wants more counterblasts. He's thinking about it. Waterfall. Very interesting. So we're going to take this damage here. And then that'll push us, which means we'll be able to do a lot next turn. We'll have a crit, too. On top of that, we're going to have 3 crits, but he is going to have his normal... We healed, by the way, which is good. Healing is good. We are going to have 3 crit. He definitely has a PG, so our crits honestly do not matter. That's another thing why I say Ashley's not like that great to ride on top of. It's not bad, it's just not great. But she gives a free grade 1 to call out, which is good. Can't complain about that. And now we're going to search again. And that'll give us a way to actually filter this time. Oh, I could have gone for another self-damager now think about it. Well, we're going to put that grade 2 out anyway, so it's okay. So there we go. We can filter. We'll filter out this. See if we get anything better. Julia can be used for next turn if we survive. We'll swap these and we'll put this down to get our self-damager so he doesn't heal. And we're good. We can start battling. So here we go. Hopefully he doesn't have like a ton of grade 2s in his hand, because if he does, in case we have to go into Julia, we're going to have a rough time. So here we go. We're going to have our 3 crit here, but that doesn't matter. We already know what's in his hand. So we're just having a blast. We're just flexing our crits. Enjoy these crits! Enjoy them! The only thing that sucks here is that he has 3 open counterblasts, which means he can restand 3 times. So hopefully we'll have a way out of this. Oh, one of our crits went back to deck. Because even with defenses, it won't matter. We're probably going to need a heal of some kind. Also, it just depends on if he got his stuff, because I'm assuming he did, because we haven't seen a single Overlord or anything in this thing at all. We saw the waterfall, and that's literally it. We haven't seen a single the end. And I don't... Oh, no, he skipped again, which is good for us. And the more he skips, the better it is for us. If he doesn't want to ride, that's fine. Maybe he's holding 3 PGs. Who knows? Let him not ride. And he's going to use his counterblast, so he definitely doesn't have what he needs to do the restand. Or at least he's just choosing not to. Oh! That is so weird. He actually gave up his, the end. I wonder why he chose not to go for it. Maybe because he thinks he's not going to kill us and he's just kind of waiting for the moment? Because that's very odd. You would think that he would have went for it. Or maybe he just doesn't have enough card hand. Maybe that's the issue. The issue might be this hand. Now that I think about it, that makes sense. I see what I mean. Defenses don't matter. So, even with the defense, he's still gonna hit us. No heal trigger though, and wow, that is his Overlord. So yes, he does run all the Overlords as far as we can tell. Very odd. I can't do the Julia because we need stuff on this. We need attacks to do Julia. I could do Julia. We have 2 crits, 2 heals. Julia would force us more attacks. It would give us actually it would give us a grade 2, which wouldn't be bad. So we're just gonna put this like that. There we go. We're gonna move this up, and we're probably just gonna move this up too. And we're gonna make him force to have to put cards down. That's the point here. Because the more cards he has to put down, the harder it is for him to do the restand at this point. So that's good for us. We're probably just going to call over those cards and put some grade 2s down if we land crits and all that stuff. But I don't think this is bad. It's not good either, because if we have to go back or do anything else, we don't have a board anymore. But it is what it is. We do another crit, which means we can now call 2 cards, which will be 2 grade 2s probably. So it's good for us. We can set up a nice board here. He does have another PG anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Actually that crit is more for us than it is for him. So here we go. Do we have 2 grade 2s? We do have 2 grade 2s. Unfortunately, they don't hit, which kind of sucks for us, because we could call another column out. I'm kind of tempted to call another column out. It sucks that we don't have our 12k girl. You know, I'm gonna call another column out. I'm gonna take the risk here. It might be like a really big risk, but I'm gonna take it. And he drew. Dang, I should have put 2 grade 2s down. It's fine. It's fine. I already did it. I should have just put 2 grade 2s down and just called it a day, but because then he wouldn't have restood or anything. Now he can restand. Let's see if now he's gonna ride on top. He still needs to push a card down in order to discard 3 for it. So he's gonna ride, discard 3, and pretty much go again. So hopefully at this point we have to rely on a heal. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Even with 1 counterblast, he actually still would have done this. But he would have had to attack He still would have rested. He still would have rested if we had done this. So maybe we wouldn't have been saved because he's gonna do it again, and then he's gonna do this again. So we'll see. We'll see. We have to heal at this point to win. So and he's gonna restand with all that power. So I think we were dead regardless, to be honest. Yep, that's a GG. But you know what? It is okay. It is okay. It happens. But you know what we are gonna do? We're gonna open up another pack. Here we go. Kind of tempted to just kind of call it a day there, but I haven't had a chance to show you guys like the main potential of the deck yet. We're gonna go ahead and go into the retry as we look through our cards. So we have a White Lion Gold Paladin card. I should put it up there. Then we have a Royal Paladin card. Very pretty. I really like this card. Is that Jewel Knight? It is a Jewel Knight. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, we're facing Bermudas. Oh, it's actually Ashley support. Very interesting. It's Ashley support. Ooh, now this is the kind of hand I'm talking about. This is the kind of hand you want to have. I kind of want to say scratch this. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So yes, that's the Jewel Knights. Maybe we'll eventually see her. Then we have a Genesis card. Not really sure what he do, but we got a Genesis card. Oh man, and we even got a good grade 1 to just start out with. I wonder if this person's real or not. They might be like might be a VP farmer. Got a little crit trigger. And lastly, ooh, this card looks really pretty. Oh, hey, we faced this. Only it's reversed. That's actually sorry, I kind of spoiled it. We faced this. It's the Murakumo Covert Demonic Dragon Yaki Vogue Reverse. This is the reverse version of him. That's actually super cool. So this is probably something we'll eventually see, probably in one of the future things. What does this card do? Let me see. Oh, just draw a card. Okay, cool. So their main focus is that card. It's very okay. I haven't seen a Bermuda deck like this yet, so it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, this is really cool. I really like this. This was a good opening. This was a good opening. That was it for those openings. We still have one more that we're gonna open at the end of this match. All right, let's see what we got here. So we're gonna ride this. She can't retire us, which means we got all the stuff in the world to just be super annoying. Gonna activate this. We're gonna put her down over here, and we're just gonna swing with Van. So we'll see what we can do here. I'm so excited. Our last pack is this pack, remember? The special pack. So I have a lot of these, and I'll be eventually just going through them with you guys. I just realized we're facing Bermuda. I've never seen this card in the pretty form. That's so cute. But I am familiar with Bermudas, but I'm actually not familiar with this, whatever it is that they're trying to do here. I have no idea what they're going for, but I guess we'll see. Because this is the Alk build, where they got the Alk style going here, and it seems like they got Prisms, and they also have the Pearl Sisters, so I really have no idea what they're trying to go here. I guess we'll see once we see their grade 3. We know that they have the grade 3 Alk, and it's not as a heal trigger, so it is like their main component. Dang, you're only gonna give me my... Oh, there's Pacificus. I see Pacificus, the Limit Break. So maybe it's a Pacific attack, but it just has a little extra stuff with it. I don't know. We draw 2. Yay! So we are gonna be able to go straight in here and crit her. As you will see here shortly. It's not gonna do much to her, but we will be able to go for the straight Solome, which is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna crit her and call all the grade 1s out, which is good because it'll just give us more ways to just do stuff. So here's our first grade 1 coming in. Gonna make it this. Oh no, it has to be the self damager because we have to go for the 4. So there's our first one, and then we're gonna have our second one, which is the one that we're gonna go ahead and put onto the board. And then I'll put this down here. We'll put this right there. There, would you look at that? I'm actually kind of tempted to switch these that way. Keep it still like that. Yeah, let's go battle. I don't want to take too much damage, but I also want I want to ride again since I have all those grade 3s, and we can activate that skill another time. So I think that'll be better for us. So here we are, putting the bunch of crits on, and we gotta draw. Just draws. More draw. Dang, it's the most draw I've seen in this deck. She doesn't heal. Like here comes the non-healing again, and she lost 2 PGs, which is really rough. And yeah, we're just gonna enter in there. And look at that. We're at 2, she's at 4, and she lost the heal. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. The bright side is she can go straight into her Pacifica if she has it. Because she does have both Pacificas, but if she has, like, that she runs the Pacificas, so let's see. But she's behind, so notice that in this deck they have to rely on their Limit Break. The Limit Break is super, super nice in Bermuda, but you have to get it in order to make the entire deck work. So what she's going to do here is that she needs to pretty much survive up to that point. But will she is the question, and that's why I left my grade 2 out on the board, because I'm going to make it so that even if she attacks me and leaves me at 3 damage, I'll still be able to do what I need to do. So we'll see here. So we're gonna, well, I don't know if she has a PG in her hand, but we'll find out. She's gonna attack me, do her usual. Attack Van again, but as long as we hit our 3rd damage, we don't care anymore. She's gonna try and whiff that fourth see here, so she's gonna be at 15. Oh, she's doing that thing. I actually like doing this too. I think it's nice. Dang, she is gonna hit us for 4. Does she realize what she's doing? Does she know what she's doing? Oh, she is. She's trying to go for the 4. Okay, that whiffs, but the other one doesn't. So she's gonna push us to 4, which is perfectly fine by us, because that means we can call two grade 2s out. I mean, 2 grade 1s out, so I don't really care. I do that same thing. The only downside to this is that you lose a grade 2 for it. It's only good if you actually put another grade 2 out. And it hits. Alright, so she doesn't have another grade 2, which means we can really push her here. Which is what we're gonna do. Oh, and we have a perfect guard too. Perfect. So we're gonna ride again, which enables the skill again. So here we go. Our point here is to just filter. I guess we don't care what it is, as long as we're filtering. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this just so she doesn't heal one more time. I'm gonna be super annoying. We are gonna put both our grade 2s down this time, just so we're a little bit safer. I'm actually tempted to just completely not even filter and just go ahead and just remove her stuff. I think that might be better to just remove her stuff, because we're gonna be critting her anyway. It would make more sense to just completely try to go for the win here. Which is I think what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna call this out. I'm gonna say bye-bye to that grade 2 over there. If she lands a defense, we're kind of in trouble. If she doesn't land a defense, we're in good shape. But we'll see here. We'll see what she does. We're gonna, we can even push this even further. So what we're going to do is we're gonna activate this skill. Very amazing skill. Give this some power. I'm gonna put this down. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. Let's go. Let's see what she can do. If she doesn't land a defense, I'm pretty sure she's dead. That is almost a guaranteed death right there. She does have 1 PG, literally 1. But at this point, she has to heal everything else from here now, because she is officially out of PGs. We're gonna go straight for the kill here. And I think this will end our game. And as long as she doesn't heal all the time, every single one, we're good. So let's see. That's the end. There you have it. That was actually a really nice ending match, I would have to say. Very good way to demonstrate how easily you can push your opponent to their final thing. Because as I explained earlier, so a lot of decks rely on their limit break to have a good ending game, right? So Bermuda is actually the main reason why Bermuda isn't meta, is because of that exact problem. Without that Pacifica that she had, she would not have had a game, because what she was going to do is she was going to ride Pacifica, the first one, the one that's the limit break, and then she was going to ride on top the second Pacifica, which is the one where you swing with your rears, swing with Van to call 2 cards, and swing with the rears again, right? Just a really, really good ending turn. But you have to ride once and then ride again to enable that. But as you guys can see, in the Jewel Knights deck, we completely skipped the limit break. We went straight into the Solemn, and we instantly started doing the late game stuff in the early game. That's what I'm getting at with like how like powerful the deck is that you can literally just skip the step. You can skip the step of limit breaking and just go straight into the actual limit break skill, which is what makes the deck actually really good. But that's my discussion for the day. We did lose 1 match, unfortunately, and we're gonna open our final pack. But that was a good game. That was a good game. All those games are pretty solid. They're very fun and immersive. Here we are, opening the pack. And just to let you guys know what's in here. What's in here is Gold Paladins, Royal Paladin, Shadow Paladin, Tachikaze, Murakumo, Nova Grappler, Neo Nectar, and Kreia Elementals. I've never opened this pack before. I actually never opened the other one either, so I really have no idea what to expect here. But we will find out shortly. So we're starting off with Murakumo. I believe this is the girl that's currently in the new standard, actually. So this is what she looks like. Really pretty. It's a stealth rogue of Nirvana Yugaki. Next we have Tachikaze, little cute, adorable little dinosaur. Probably the cutest card I've seen Tachikaze so far, because most of their cards are kind of like Oonga Boonga dinosaurs. And then you have this thing. What's next? Next we have a Shadow Paladin card, actually. Ritual. It's got some kind of ritual skill. Very weird, but looks cool. Looks cool. I don't know anything about shadows, so sorry. Draw trigger for Gold Paladins. Very cute, actually. You wouldn't think that this is a Gold Paladins card, but the knight kind of gives it away, but it kind of looks like a rose card, but then you see the gold on him. And then lastly, dun dun dun, I think it's last card, yeah. So last card is Murakumo. Oh, this is a very dead pack. Murakumo. That's our card. It's Stealth Dragon Voodoo Blast. Yeah. That's it. So we opened 5 packs today, and we also explored Jewel Knights. I would say today has been a great day for video making. This was kind of a long video. I'm going to have to try to cut back as much as I can. I did go on a whole rant earlier on today. But other than that, I think this was really fun, and we opened some packs in between it all, so I think it was just a super, super enjoyable video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and all this stuff. But anyway, guys, you guys saw the power of Jewel Knights. I highly recommend, if you can, build it out while you can, because the deck is going to be viable for quite some time. So do it and see the power of Jewel Knights, and try to avoid, unless you just really like it, try to avoid the non-Gancelot build. I guarantee you the Gancelot build is definitely better. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it's been awesome. See you guys in the next one soon enough, eventually. But anyway, other than that, guys, peace out. Do svidaniya. Bye. Until next time.